Hi, this is Marthe with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, Leos. How are you, my friends? Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everyone if you're celebrating it. And if not, just have a wonderful time wherever you are on this planet. My friends, I'm kind of out of breath all of a sudden. That's interesting because right before I started the reading, and you might be too, if you know my readings, you know that I'm really deeply picking up on your energies, and I will go through physically what you're feeling. So some of you may be out of breath because you have been doing too much, which was precisely the energy that I was feeling in the very beginning before I actually sat down. Then all of a sudden, as I cleared the space, it became so serene all of a sudden and so peaceful. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so nice. I could stay in this state forever. That's what it felt like. So this is your energy. Congratulations. That's amazing. That must feel really, really good after a time of really being like, it's so much. Going to a bit of a more calm and peaceful time here. All right, my friends, we finally found a winner for November. Yay. Hi Rita, if you're watching this. Congratulations. If you would still like to participate in the draw for December for your free 20-minute private reading, just drop your favorite song down in the comment section below, either by copying a link or by just saying who and what it is. Okay, and Spirit's gonna pick, and we're gonna pick shortly. So thank you so much for all your donations, for your likes, for your shares. Oh man, just for being here and being on this wonderful journey. Thank you. This is a general reading, Leo. It may or may not resonate. Whoa, with you. Oh my goodness. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it is for somebody else. Oh my God. Yeah, it's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message hits you, it's yours at that time. And by hitting, I mean, you know, you might feel it in your gut. Like when you're drawn to a message, it doesn't necessarily have to be your sign. Just go with what feels right for you. The title, whatever it is that you feel drawn to. You know it best, right? And why wouldn't you? That's good. Okay. Of course, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards, my friends. And 2 guardian angel cards came out already. As per usual, I'm going to read one here and one over in your extended. Your first card out is a prayer. And that is a significant card because we only have 4 prayer cards in this whole entire deck, and I'm going to read it to you. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. Yes, Leo, exactly. As I was reading the card, I was completely present in that moment. And that's the vibe that I'm getting, like kind of it feels like, kind of like in the Matrix, everything else is going so fast around you, yet you completely fall into that place of serenity and surrender here all of a sudden. And I actually did a post over on Patreon if you're interested. That's the $22 tier where you can watch all the extendeds ever created, but there are also little posts or longer posts I make, and this is significant for that because I asked myself while I was reading, it was like watching or listening to myself, so kind of like out-of-body experience. Some of you may have had those. Yeah, that's what it felt like as I was reading it. Really interesting energies, and that one was about, do I love what I do right now? And that's what the post was about too, where it's just like, yeah, do I love it? Do I need to change anything about it? Can I just be fully present? And that's what I'm getting here for you, Leos, that's very important, and that's what's going to happen here. Okay, you starting off with the 2 of Cups, yay! Which is, to me, right now, what I'm feeling is like a relationship, and that relationship can either be the sweetest one ever with yourself, or the sweetest one ever with another, or just a soulmate energy. That's what that is, right? This one's also to me very much about reciprocity and keeping your own cup full. And the other one knows that as well, how to keep their own cup full. So we could be talking about a relationship that you're in currently, or it's denoting to your own internal relationship. And that's exactly where this is coming in again. It's such a gorgeous, soft, slow moving energy. It's like you're moving through some sort of barrier here, Leo, where it's so cool. It's kind of difficult to describe because, like I said, everything else around is fast still, but you somehow, like a Zen master or something, you managed to like find the balance here and all of a sudden fell into this gorgeous place of surrender. I can't say it any other way, I guess. And it's just so beautiful and flowy. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, and I'm not gonna go faster because for a second there I thought I have to go faster in order to be as fast as the others. And then I was like, no, this is perfect. Why would I leave my perfect state of serenity and of grace and of feeling so balanced? No, don't do that, Leo, right? Stay in that beautiful place. We have the King of Rods next. That's someone who's very, very committed. And again, we could be talking about you here, or we could be talking about your significant other. It's not gender specific. And that one is someone who's very, very committed to himself and to whatever relationship he is in. It's also not necessarily a man of many words, but rather actions. So there's also a connotation to, yeah, you're acting, or your partner is acting on what they're saying, or maybe saying it once and then acting it out. So it's something that can be felt, right? So that's amazing energy. And it's also someone who's inclined to help those around him, for sure. So he's well off, and he's making sure that the ones in his kingdom are well off as well. So, or the queendom, right? But it's very masculine energy. But again, it doesn't have to be a male. It's just like that stance of, you know where you're going, right? You know what you're doing and you're committed to that, which is beautiful. And then justice comes out. That's Libra energy. And that's also about scales that are being balanced here for you. It's also talking about divine justice, how divine justice is always above human justice, or the human justice system, for example. Here it also talks about that you are holding that key because you are part of that divine plan here, right? And when the scales are being balanced, and that's what I feel here, maybe there's a need for realignment here, and the divine spirit is going to come in and make sure that this is happening in your life. And that's exactly, my God, they're giving me that feeling again of, it's almost like being in a snow bubble, like in a, you know, those things that you can shake that have snow in them. It's kind of like that. It's a universe within, oh my God, yeah, Leos, you're a universe within yourself, right? You just created your own universe here, and it's so gorgeous. And oh my goodness, oh, enjoy this so much, my friends. Oh, this is beautiful because it's not restrictive at all. It's just like a universe within a bigger universe, and that's amazing. So cool. And I'm getting the feeling there's a gift from the divine, from spirit here for you, and that's that gift, right? That completely falling into that gorgeousness. Yes. Yes. And with that comes a lot of wisdom, because you walked quite the path here, Leos, right? And this also has to do with a happy home. Naturally, when you're feeling like this, of course there's happy home involved, right? This is a really happy time for you, and the wisdom is coming in that you can share then. Like, how did you get from point A to point B, which must have been quite the journey? How did you create that bubble thing, that winter bubble? And then we have the Four of Swords, that's the answer, through meditation, through really connecting with your higher self, with your guides, and also listening to their advice, listening to what is coming through, and sitting regularly, connecting regularly. And that's how everything else, remember the noise, the chatter, the fastness of things, you're just unaffected by those. at that time. You're just completely unaffected because of that bubble. It's that same feeling here again. Oh my God, so serene. And it shows on the outside, but only because you are that on the inside here, Leo. And for some of you, this may mean that you've created this with your partner, if you do have a partner. It's so beautiful, really beautiful. You have a lot of angelic support here around you. And this is also talking about mental clarity, but being crystal clear, but only because you managed and actively taken the time a day for yourself and to clear your mind, right? To empty your mind in meditation or whatever it is that you do. Sports, by the way, can give us that feeling as well. We may not necessarily connect to our higher selves, but it's just that when you're so in the moment and so focused that there's no room for other thoughts. It's just that. And it's just that being present. Oh my God, guys, I haven't been bouldering in months now. And I'm just like feeling that. And I'm just like, I feel my hands are starting to tingle because my body really wants to go. I'm like, oh my God, let me go again. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, so you may be itchy as well, or when we're talking about this you may be like, yeah, same here, my studios are closed as well, or whatever you do. But there must be a reason that I brought that up now, so it's probably for some of you out there. My dear fellow Leos, let's see what the Wildwood Tarot has to say. Thank you. By the way, the Guardian Angel cards, like one of them really attacked me. Flew in my face in the pre-shuffle. It was patience, but I think that was for me. But it could have been for some of you also. Oh yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Leos. I love it. I totally love it. Okay. This is good stuff. So, Nine of Stones. That is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is talking to like the serenity, right? So we having that meditative stance twice now, right? Where he is fully present in the moment and fully surrendered. There's so much surrender, like to the divine, to the moment, to falling into that beautiful present moment. Again, we're getting that same thing here. There's huge healing that is occurring in those times because your whole nervous system is calming down. Like your whole body is getting a chance to regenerate itself, because if we're constantly on the go, our body doesn't have the chance to talk to us or to just heal itself. And when we do take the time, it immediately starts because it wants to. I've experienced this myself, how immense the healing power of the body is. And it's quite the thing when you allow it to do what it wants to do in that moment by just sitting down. It's incredible. Body is amazing. And this is also being completely aligned with yourself, of course, and yeah, and being good by yourself. Although there may be a wish for a partner if you're single, you're still completely okay at the moment with being with yourself, which is so gorgeous. Again, because you are aligned. You have that alignment of the divine feminine and divine masculine, and mind, body, and soul coming together here so beautifully. Wow, you did so much work, Leo, to get there. Seven of Bows with clearance, and that's exactly that. That would be the Seven of Wands in the traditional tarot, and that usually would speak to challenges, but not so here. This is being on the verge of overcoming those challenges, much like I said in the very beginning. Being out of breath, possibly, and then all of a sudden falling into that peaceful place. But this comes because you cleared out stuff before, you organized stuff before, and you took action. Yeah, this is crazy, actually. I actually sat down and something fell into place very quickly that I wanted to do for a long time, and I'm feeling those are the energies right now. It's clearing, and it's time now to clear those and get those out. And again, these could have been things that have been sitting on your shelf, and all of a sudden you're getting that nudge, and it's just like, I gotta go, I gotta do this now. No matter what else is planned today, this has got to be done now. Follow those urges here, Leo, because they are significant. Spirit is trying to get you to get rid of stuff that you no longer need, and that can be like in your house, in your apartment, wherever you are. Yeah. And then you have the mirror with the number 12 breaking down to a 3, which is being at a crossroads and haven't made that decision already and walking in that direction, but you still have way to go, right? There's still some way to go. So that I drew the patience card, or that it actually attacked me, flew at me, and dropped on the floor, may be significant for you after all. Like being there, something old, like just had to go, possibly an old relationship, an old job, an old form of you, an old way of doing things, right? Old mental patterns possibly as well. And again, we have the crane in the same position. See this? Right there and right there. And they're really denoting to knowledge, like you came into grander knowledge here, grander understanding of yourself, of how the world works. Yeah, and this is also about using your intuition, because as you can see, she has her eyes closed and she's just holding up that crystal ball. So it's really like, what is coming in, Spirit? Again, in the form of surrender, what is coming in? I know you're the higher force. I know that I don't know nearly as much as you do. So please guide me. Please guide me. Please send messages in form of emotions, in form of intuitive nudges, so that I may follow that, because I have complete trust and I surrender, and that's what that feeling is. And with that, immediately, Leo, comes an abundance with the 6 of Wands. I love this card. It's so awesome, right? It's having all your ducks in a row, and that's why it's coming in. And because you're so surrendered, you're in that serene place, you're accepting fully that higher guidance, that has a lot to do with the abundance coming in here for you. And trust that there is more than enough, even more than you could have pondered up in your wildest dreams here, Leo. So much. Wow, this is incredible. I just wanna, because, yeah, oh my God. I'm going to interpret those in the extended because of lack of time, but I'm going to draw them. You have fruition. Oh my God. You have faith, like I said. And one more. There's a lot of oracle cards coming out because we're done with the tarot. Yeah, thanks. And you have focus. And I'm going to interpret these in your extended over on Vimeo or Patreon. Again, like I said, if you would like to follow us, Patreon has some nice and interesting additions that you cannot find anywhere else. If you would like to check them out, or for single extendeds, you just go over to Vimeo. If you would like to know more about your reading and about your situation, it looks amazing. So we'll see. I'll either see you over on Vimeo or Patreon, my friends. I'm also available for private readings. I have a new something going on, which is mentorship, and I'm shortly going to announce that as well. If you're interested, you can already shoot me an email and I'll explain what that is. If you're in transitioning process and need some one-on-one time with me, yeah, that will be that. All right, my friends, I'm sending you so much love. Please enjoy your Christmas and your holiday season. I hope this was insightful to you. Much love. Bye.